Hey guys, this is Chandan Kumar from VFXWriter.com, and today I have come with another exciting tutorial for 8jitsplus.com. So what's special this time? Dear friends, I know you all love After Effects. You want to live for After Effects, you want to die for After Effects. In fact, you want to do all kind of VFX, compositing and motion graphics in After Effects. Even I want to do it. It's true. But suppose you are an After Effects user, you are searching for a job and you get a chance to get into such a company uh, where some other compositing software is in pipeline. At that point of time, you may find it a bit hard. So considering this situation, I have introduced the introduction to Autodesk Combustion for After Effects users or for those who want to start working in Combustion. They will find it very handy because in this tutorial, whatever I'll do in After Effects, the same thing I'll show you in Combustion also. In this way, this session will be very easy to understand for those who are die-hard fans of After Effects and want to start working in Combustion. So as you know that this is After Effects, and if you want to import some footage, you just need to double click here and let's say import this Blue Hills image. Just drag this footage into this comp. The timeline is more than of 20 seconds. If you want to control the length of the timeline, you go to compositing settings and you can reduce the length of the timeline, let's say 10 seconds. Okay. And if you open the transform, you will find position, rotation, scale and opacity. Now the same thing I'll show you how to do in Combustion. So let's move towards Combustion. So this is the Autodesk Combustion software. It seems a bit dark, and if you want to change the color, then go to File, Preferences. Here you can modify or customize lots of things like color. If you want to increase the brightness, you can do so. You can make it a bit darker, or you can enhance the contrast, or you have platinum preset here if you like, or you can go for the default color scheme. So how to start with Combustion? This is File, click here and go to New. It opens a window which asks which type of platform you want to work on. You have several types of platforms like composite for all kind of purpose, paint for paint works, text for text things, particles for particles, and so on. But I'll start with the composite because it's the most common platform to work on. And here you can name your composition as something like introduction. And here you can choose video format like NTSC, film, whatever. I'll choose PAL D1, 25 frames per second. This is the background color. You can choose whatever color you want. I'll keep it default black. This is a bit depth and this is mode. In Combustion, you need to specify in which mode you want to work in, whether it is 2D or 3D. You need to specify in the very beginning. I'll choose 2D right now and will tell you about 3D also at later stage. And this is the duration of the timeline. If you click once here, you can edit the duration. I keep it of 10 seconds. As soon as you press OK, you see the viewport of Combustion with its timeline, toolbar and several other things. This is the toolbar, this is the timeline, this is the composite control window, this is the workspace. You can zoom in and zoom out the monitor with this negative and plus sign, or keyboard shortcut is Control minus and Control plus. Right click here and choose Fit on Window. This is the timeline and this is the composite control. Now let's start working on this. Suppose you want to import some footage like I did in After Effects. What we'll do here? First of all, select the introduction composite, right click and import footage. And I import the same Blue Hills footage here. It shows in the monitor. In composite control, you have transform, and here you have position, rotation, scale, share, pivot. If you want to move the footage in X direction, you can do so. The same thing you can do in Y direction also. This is the rotation. You can rotate the footage here. This is scaling in X direction, scaling in Y direction. If you want to scale universally, you need to hit a proportional button. By this way, you can scale the image in both directions. Share is something new and different option here if you compare with After Effects. You can reset it from here, and this is the pivot button. What is pivot? Pivot is actually axis. If you move this pivot point here, and now if you try to rotate the footage, it will rotate around this pivot point. The same thing you can do in After Effects. What happens here? If you try to do this, you need to relocate the anchor point, let's say here. And now if you rotate it, it will rotate around the new position of its anchor point. And if you don't want to do it like this, then you have Pan Behind tool in the toolbar. Select this, and now you can manually place the anchor point on your desired position. Now if you want to rotate, you can rotate it accordingly. You have several tools in the toolbar here. Just like that, we have several tools here in Combustion. This is the move tool by which you can move the footage manually, and this is a rotation tool for rotation. You can rotate the footage manually, and this is a scale tool. You can scale in and scale out. If you want to scale proportionally, just press shift and then scale. It will scale the footage proportionally then. This is the shear tool to shear the image manually, and this is the pivot tool, just like a Pan Behind tool in After Effects. Selecting this tool, you can manually set the pivot on your desired position. Now rotate the footage and it will rotate around the new pivot point. Yes, that's it. This is hand tool, just like After Effects. This is zoom in, zoom out, fit in the window. That's it. Always select the move tool. And in layer, you have opacity, just like you have opacity in After Effects. And if you want to change the format, like from a PAL-J 1 to NTSC or anything, you can do here. If you increase or decrease the length or width, you can do here. If you want to change the frame rate, like 30 FPS, you can change from here. And this is the BG color. The default BG color is black. You can change it into red. I'll keep it black only. And this is the mode, 2D and 3D. If you choose a 3D mode, see two things, light and camera, have been added in the composite. Choose 2D, that's gone. Again 3D, you get light and camera. The same kind of thing, more or less, is in After Effects. If you want to make this layer as 3D, you need to click on this option. As soon as you do this, you will see that now you have one more axis, Z-axis, added in position, scale, rotation, everywhere. As you switch this option off, it's gone. And in Combustion, if you make it 3D, you will find that just like After Effects, that one more axis, Z-axis, is added in position, scale, everywhere. See, this is the thing I'm talking about. and as soon as you choose 2D, it's gone. That's it. Now let's talk about animation. In After Effects, if you want to animate the position of the footage, you will do something like this. Bring the footage here and give the initial keyframe. Go to 4 seconds and drag the footage here. And this is the way we animate the things in After Effects. Now let's do the same thing in Combustion. So let's move to Combustion. Here you will find a transform, layer, everything, but where's timeline? Here is the timeline. Now here is the problem. If you try to move your CTI, you're no longer able to see the footage in the monitor. Why? This doesn't happen in After Effects. How to overcome this problem? Here you will find footage library. Whatever footage you import in Combustion, it stacks in footage library. So select the Blue Hills footage in footage library, and then you can make the footage longer in duration and timeline. It still shows only one frame in the timeline. For this, you have to select the Blue Hills layer in composite, and now you can stretch this layer till the limit you have set. Hey, now it shows entirely in the timeline. Now you can see that you will find same things what you see in Composite Control tab, like position, rotation, scale, pivot. You will find the same things in the timeline tab. Position in XY direction, rotation, scale, everything. Now let's animate the position of the footage. Just like we did in After Effects, drag the footage first here. Hit the animate button on, and in the X position, right click here and add key here. This is the first key at this position. Now go to 4 seconds and drag the X position to the right till here. Now play this thing and you can see the footage is animating. So this is the thing. Now if you want to rotate the footage, select the rotation, right click and add key. Remember that this should be on. And then go to 4 seconds to give a certain value to the rotation. Click twice and it will open a calculator. Here you can input the desired number, let's say 720. It means it will rotate twice. And you will see the rotation of the footage also with the animation of position. And always make it off if you don't need it. Now can you see these two little tiny dots, green and the red one? If you drag the red dot till here and play the animation, you will see that the animation is playable till this point only. Just like in After Effects, you have this thing. Now it's the time to save the project. So how would you do that? In After Effects, you can save